The region of Gaza has long been a flashpoint in Middle Eastern politics, defined by a complex weave of historical grievances, territorial disputes, and religious significance. This area, predominantly Palestinian, has been under a blockade by Israel since 2007, following the takeover by Hamas. The ongoing conflict has led to severe humanitarian crises and repeated military confrontations. The geopolitical stakes are high, involving not just Israel and the Palestinian territories, but also international players who have vested interests in the stability of the region. The crisis in Gaza affects global politics, influencing everything from oil prices to international security policies. As such, any talks of ceasefire or peace carry weight far beyond the immediate geography. The current round of Israel-Hamas talks is the latest attempt to quell the long-standing tensions. However, despite numerous rounds and the involvement of various international actors, a breakthrough remains elusive. The persistence of this deadlock not only underscores the complexity of the issues at hand, but also the deep-rooted animosity and mistrust between the involved parties. The talks have seen the involvement of several high-profile figures, including the CIA director and the Israeli Prime Minister. Their participation underscores the importance and delicate nature of these negotiations. The CIA director's involvement is particularly notable, reflecting the United States' strategic interests in the region and its role as a mediator in past conflicts. On the Israeli side, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been a pivotal figure. His government's policies and statements play a crucial role in shaping the course of the negotiations. Netanyahu's position is influenced by domestic political pressures and the security concerns of the Israeli public, factors that complicate compromise. Conversely, Hamas is represented by its political leaders, who face their own set of challenges, including pressure from the Palestinian population to alleviate the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. The leadership of Hamas has to balance these internal pressures with the realities of negotiating with an adversary that controls much of their territory's access to the outside world. The international community has been vocal in urging both sides to avoid escalating military action. Leaders from the European Union, the United States, and several Middle Eastern countries have emphasized the need for a peaceful resolution. These calls reflect a global consensus on the potential regional and international fallout of renewed conflict. Furthermore, there have been concerted efforts by the United Nations and other international organizations to facilitate dialogue and provide humanitarian aid. However, their success is often hampered by on-ground realities and the complex political dynamics between Israel and Hamas. The international community's pressure, while significant, faces the challenge of translating diplomatic language into actionable progress. The role of global leadership in this crisis is crucial, yet limited by the sovereignty of the states involved and the intricate web of regional alliances and enmities. The effectiveness of international intervention remains contingent on the willingness of the primary parties to compromise, a readiness that has been sporadic at best. The ongoing stalemate in the Israel-Hamas talks is a potent reminder of the enduring complexity of Middle Eastern politics. Without a breakthrough, the risk of a sudden escalation into violence remains high, posing threats not only to regional stability but also to international security. The humanitarian situation in Gaza, already dire, could worsen, drawing more international attention and intervention. Looking ahead, several scenarios could unfold, depending on internal dynamics and external pressures. A breakthrough in talks, while difficult, is not impossible, and would require significant concessions from both sides. Alternatively, the status quo may persist, or worse, degenerate into open conflict if patience runs out on either side. The path to peace is fraught with challenges, but it remains the only viable option to avert further suffering and instability. The international community, along with the key players, must intensify their efforts to find common ground, understanding that the cost of failure is not bearable for either side or for the world at large.